Hi, welcome to Japan by Food. I'm your host, Shizuka Anderson. Guess where I am today? If you have never been here before, I am at the entrance of the iconic street food street called Dotonbori in the heart of Osaka. And this street is known for being aligned with amazing, delicious restaurants, lots of Osaka street food, and its incredibly large and loud restaurant signs. And one of the iconic signs that you must take a photo of if you come here is the Guriko chocolate logo. And if you don't take a photo here, you might ask, did you even really come to Osaka? So I'm gonna do my Guriko pose. And we'll say, I mean, this is already proof that I've been here. But let's go and discover Dotonbori Street and all of the amazing Osaka street foods. Let's go. All right, my first stop for the day is Andrew's Eggtarts. This is a really popular egg tart shop on Dotonbori Street, and they often have a variety of different flavors. So let's give it a try and see what all the rave is about. Konnichiwa! すごい美味しそうですね。ちなみにアンドリューっていう名前ってどこから来てるんですか？
マカオのイギリスの方がアンドリューさん。
おが始めたんですか？
それかつこちらの本店の方はマカオになる。
あ、そうなんですか。Alrighty, I've got my delicious desserts for today. I decided on the matcha egg tart and the chocolate egg tart because these just look so unusual. And if you take a look in the display case, you'll find that they do have the classic egg tarts, but they actually have a variety of different flavors. They have some caramel, chocolate, strawberry, chestnut, green tea, matcha, and apple cinnamon, and they even have a delicious looking creme brulee pudding. And the limited edition cheese tarts as well, cannot forget that. Let's dig in and try the chocolate one, shall we? It almost looks like a tiramisu, not like an egg tart at all. Itadakimasu. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the inside. It's like eating a delicious chocolate pudding in a flaky tart crust. The outside is dusted with whipped cream and cocoa powder. It is so good and so decadent. I could eat 10 of these. Well, let's try the matcha one too. You can't really go to Japan without trying the matcha version of everything. And it's got some red azuki beans on top that are sweet, and they use that to make the red bean paste. It's a nice combo, so let's give it a try. That's totally different. They've even got the kuromitsu on the inside. Kuromitsu is a traditional Japanese black sugar sauce or syrup. The aftertaste is still egg custard, which is really nice. It tastes like a delicious baked good with a little bit of that Japanese twist to it. And the crust is nice and flaky and delicious. That is really delicious. I just took another bite and I realized there's actually red bean paste on the inside. There's so much loaded into this dessert. This is really, really good. If you want some creative egg tarts, this is definitely the place to come. Yum. That was really good. It's also worth mentioning the egg tart shop is located directly across from the famous Kabuki Theater. This is called the Shochikuza Theater, and it is a very historical landmark because it survived the bombings during World War II, where basically all of the other Kabuki theaters were destroyed in the area except for this one. So you can see all of its magnificent ancient glory in front of us. Kabuki is the traditional style of stage acting, and it has a very, very long history. So you can still watch those Kabuki performances right here, as well as some more modern dramas and comedies too. So it's a great little place to visit. Look at all the big signs everywhere. And look at that, we've got a giant crab. What could they possibly sell? Just as expected, tons of crab products everywhere. I think this is the omiyage section, so like the souvenir section. You can get crab rice crackers to take home. Ooh, Kani senbei, Kani be. So crab rice crackers, Kani miso, which is like crab brain or crab innards. This is a Kani sukiyaki setto. And look, this is so cute. They've even cut the carrots in the shape of a crab. But as you can see, it does come at a price, 75 bucks in dollars. So it's not cheap, but you can get a lot of high quality looking crab. They even have crab sushi. Ooh, look at these. They've even got crab sushi, crab nigiris, and crab maki zushi. It is an imitation display sushi, which is made out of plastic. And we actually made a video about this where I actually tried to make the famous Japanese display showcase food items, which was a lot of fun. If you want to watch that, we'll link that somewhere on the screen. But these look so realistic. Oh my gosh. And so delicious looking. I cannot decide. I think we're gonna have to get one of these crab sushis. Let's see if we can order. Sumimasen! Yay, I've just got my crab sushi. And if you're interested, there's also a restaurant where you can eat in, by the way. They have fresh crab in there. But I'm gonna go find a place to sit and try our sushi. All right, here are the goods. It's the Kani sushi and it's packaged so beautifully, kind of like a bento box. Cha-chan! The soy sauce comes in a little crab container. How cute is that? So this is called the battera sushi, which is basically a square-shaped sushi because it's been pressed inside of a box. So you'll notice it looks rectangular. Itadakimasu! You can see it's got a generous serving of crab on top. Really delicious, moist crab. And the top of it, I believe, is seaweed. It tastes like seaweed, like a pickled seaweed. Well, I'm gonna finish up my sushi and then I'll continue exploring the street. Ooh, here we are at a famous souvenir shop on Dotonbori Street, and it features the mascot of Dotonbori. His name is Cuidaore Taro. And Cuidaore is actually the slogan of this area, which literally translates to eat until you drop, but it is actually talking about eating extravagant food until you meet financial ruin. So basically, the food here is so delicious, you keep eating until you've got no money left. They're even singing about Cuidaore on this song. Cuidaore. Even all of the souvenirs feature Cuidaore Taro. Very funny, very cute. This is the mayor of Osaka. I don't know why they have goods that feature his face. Oh, look, another giant sign above me. This is a giant octopus. And he's holding skewers with little battered octopus balls called takoyaki. And this is the most standard street food you can find here in Osaka that is probably most famous. But what I want to try today is not the takoyaki, but actually something a little bit lesser known called the akashiyaki. And basically this has octopus slices on the inside and it's battered, but it's a little bit eggier batter on the outside. And instead of being covered in sauce, you dip it in some broth. So I want to give this a try. Let's get the akashiyaki. So for those of you who don't know what takoyaki is, we actually made a video all about takoyaki when we were in Tokyo, and a man who is originally from Osaka actually showed us how to make takoyaki and what the original set of takoyaki is like. So if you want to learn about that, make sure to click the button on the screen somewhere. But this is basically how you make it. Yay! I've got my akashiyaki. This may look a lot like takoyaki, but it is a little bit different. And as you can see, there's no sauce, there's just broth to dip it in. As you can see, it is a lot softer looking than a typical takoyaki, if you've ever had a takoyaki. So we're gonna dip this into our dashi, or broth, which is usually a fish-based broth. Itadakimasu. Really nice chewy octopus inside. It's really good. I think what's most interesting about this is it's actually so different from the texture of regular takoyaki and the flavor. I think takoyaki normally has a really rich ososu on top. It's a classic Osaka style sauce, which is a little bit sweet, a little bit salty. That tends to overpower the flavor of the octopus a little bit. This one, you actually get the full octopus flavor because there's no really seasoning on the actual octopus balls itself. And you get a lot of this, a little bit more of a fishy taste from the fish-based broth. It's really nice. And of course the batter is nice and soft and pillowy. Very fun texture. I like this. So many big signs everywhere. No matter what it is, they always have one giant sign. So we're on the main Dotonbori street, but I just realized there's a little tiny pathway. Let's go explore it. It's very old looking. This is beautiful. I never knew this little side street existed. I think this is possibly a historical depiction of what Dotonbori Street used to look like. It's almost like a little mini museum. Oh, cool. This is where the canal is, and this is the Shochikuza. It's the big Kabuki theater that we just walked by earlier. Wow, it's so amazing how different it looks. Oh, here's Cuidaore Taro again, the mascot of the street, playing the drums. And we've got Taro's Parlor. It looks like a fruit parlor. You can see skewers of fruits lining the top, which is really cute. So one popular street candy in Japan are candied fruits on a stick. So there's like an assorted candy tree is what it's called. You can even get a little parfait with the candied fruits. I want something nice and refreshing because it is a hot day. I think I'm gonna try one of those. Ooh, here's my candy tree tower. And it comes with a little lucky 4-leaf clover. It looks delicious. It looks almost like ice, but it's actually, I believe, candied sugar. Let's give it a try. Itadakimasu. So juicy and so cold. It's amazing on a hot day like today. The exterior is a crispy, crunchy candy. It's a little sticky though. It takes a little while to chew through. Really good. Let's keep exploring. Not many people know this about Osaka, but it actually used to be called the Venice of Japan. The reason being that there were canals all over the city. Right now there are not that many left as they've been filled in, but this one still remains, the Doton Canal. And it's actually named after a merchant named Yasui Doton. And the reason why is because he actually invested almost all of his personal capital into an ambitious project that would connect a couple of rivers in the area and create a canal network. And this was in 1612, but unfortunately he was killed in the siege of Osaka and he couldn't complete the project. But later that year his cousins came in, completed the project, and they later named this canal after him and called it Dotonbori, or Doton Canal. And because of that, this street that is right next to the canal is also called Dotonbori. Well, that was a really fun daytime walkthrough of Dotonbori Street, but actually this street is very exciting as well during the nighttime because all of the signs get lit up and it's a wonderful nightlife and drinking spot. So let's see what it looks like at nighttime. And here we are! Beautiful Dotonbori at nighttime. It's cool how it is completely transformed at nighttime. It does feel kind of like we're in a movie scene, like a retro movie. Oh, okay, I know I said one more place, but I just came across this like game parlor. It's like a shooting shop. So I think I'm gonna give this a try. Just a disclaimer, I've never shot anything like this before, so I have no confidence. Okay, here we go. No, I didn't get it. Oh, darn. What am I even hitting? Didn't I hit it? It's just not falling over? No. What am I hitting? What am I doing wrong? This is so hard. Oh, arigatou gozaimasu. So you still get a mini prize even if you fail. But I'm gonna be happy with my umaibo snack. Anyway, let's go find my last meal for today. Let's go. Okay, so now my last stop of the day on Dotonbori Street is the wonderful Osaka Ohsho. Osaka Ohsho is a really famous gyoza or fried pot stickers chain restaurant that you can find all over Japan. But I mean, the name has Osaka in it, so it has obviously originated right here in Osaka. So let's go try some fried gyoza. Here we go, I've got my Osaka Ohsho gyoza and there's some mist that you can walk through. It smells amazing. Let's go sit down. Here's the Osaka Ohsho takeout box. We've got gyoza in a box. It is fresh out of the fry pan, out of the wok. Oh, it smells so good. It smells garlicky and amazing. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. There's some gyoza dare, which is usually soy sauce, raiyu, which is a spicy Chinese condiment, and vinegar. Itadakimasu! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it is so garlicky. If you love garlic, this is amazing. It's got some delicious crunch of cabbage. The meaty pork on the inside has so much umami. It is delicious. And of course, one side of it is perfectly crispy. If you guys ever try this, you'll understand why this is one of my favorite foods to eat in Japan. And the inside is so juicy too. This is so delicious. Yep. And of course, as it is in Osaka Ohsho, this is definitely something that you should try if you come to Osaka. Well, before I get too carried away and finish this entire box of gyoza, I think this is a good place to wrap up our day at Dotonbori Street. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Dotonbori both during the daytime and the nighttime, because although it's so much fun during the day, it is something else at nighttime. Because just look at these lights. It is incredible. If you ever come to Osaka, don't forget to come to Dotonbori Street and try all of the delicious foods. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys have been here before, let me know if you've tried any of the foods here, if you've visited here, and if you haven't, let me know which foods that I tried today that you would like to try the most. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because that really does help us out. Anyway, thank you, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!